The brand new, big, bold, incredible cuffs that would happen to match back with the earrings that we just had a chance to show you. I know those earrings are really limited. If you are looking for a big cuff and you want not only the big look in the stone, but also in the silver, we have the ceremonial. We have 20 of those left. This was appraised at $745. We should be doing it at $439, but we're not. We're taking $40 off for the holidays. And then we have the blue, and we have about 120 of these. We have 10, I think we said, or 20 of the green, and then 120 of the blue. This beautiful blue is what we think of when we think of Kingman Turquoise. Goes back with those earrings, as I said. Under $80 on your charge card to be able to get this home. Under $80 to bring it home. And there's so many things in this, Jennifer, that we haven't seen in cuffs before. Lots of different techniques in the silversmithing.
Oh yes, that cuff actually would be a good unisex piece. That artisan there, his name is Raymond Delgarito. The earrings before were Loretta Delgarito. They're family members, and as you can see there, they're different types of silversmithing artwork in there. You have the triangle. The triangle work of the cuff, that's on there, silver beading. You have the hand etched edges around the turquoise. And so again, nothing is made by machine. It's made by one person. It's not mass manufactured. That's why we can only come here for a certain amount of time throughout the year and bring different styles of jewelry making, because we can only represent a certain amount of people, because there's upcoming artisans who want to get their work in. And again, so when you see a piece like this, you never know. We only might bring it at this time, or maybe we'll bring it again later. It just so happens on the person, you know, with their first type of jewelry that we bring here.
And let's talk again, because I love to hear you. I remember one time we were talking about that the cuffs were the most popular thing here at HSN, but they're really the most popular cuff. They're really the most popular style from Native Americans too.
Yes, and especially for the men. I mean, I was talking to Andrew 2 days ago, and I was telling him with a piece like this, maybe half of one like this, men would wear it as, you know, their bracelet, and I've seen them in big bolo ties and things like that. I mean, it's just they're not afraid to represent their diamond in a sense. And so again, everything comes with a blessing. And when you touch a piece like this, you're going to know that when you have happiness, you know, that you're going to show that to everyone around you.
Absolutely. And this pretty piece in the ceremonial, right there's your green ceremonial. If you love that, that is last call on that particular cuff. I was saying this earlier, but you know, the ceremonial, most of it was mined in the 60s. They found a very small deposit or very small vein within the Kingman a few years ago, and were able to get a little bit more, but not a lot. You almost never see ceremonial turquoise, the green ceremonial Kingman turquoise, and we have it, but we have very, very little of it. But the blue will rival that of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that's the natural color, right, Jennifer?
Yes, and especially the way you have your green and your ceremonial ring that you have there, and look at the difference between that and mine.
I know,
mine is a lot darker too.
Yep, we had the ceremonial ring that we mentioned last hour too. I'll grab that one.
Oh, here.
But there we go. But I mean, the point is, you're getting something that is from the United States, you're getting something that's natural, and then you're getting something that's handcrafted using literally centuries of old tradition.
Yes, and I've said this before, that different artisans, they use their stamps that they've made. It could be from an old railroad nail, or it can be from a piston pipe, a nail file. I mean, things like that. Anything that they can melt down and reshape, that's what they use for their stamps.
It's amazing. Or they maybe have passed down from generation to generation, right?
And I've seen some use like tufa-stone cast, like it's like a white chalky cast that they'd set their bracelets in, or they'd use a piece of wood that's hollowed out, and they'd use it for hammering. And just different types of crude tools that they still use to this day.
So all of that we're seeing there, that's all done by hand?
Everything's done by hand, and that was cut by a hand saw, like a wire. And just looking at the scars that they have on their fingers, and it just shows that, you know, they put a lot of love in every single piece that they have.
Amazing. And even the silver comes in silver sheets, and then they forge it, right?
Yes, and when you have that silver beading on the side, I've said this before, Loretta tried to teach me how to do that. And for her, it was just like second nature. And she was trying to tell me you're supposed to temper it at a certain heat and then cool it, then this and this and this. And I tried it, and mine just cracked or either came out a different shape. But, you know, just comes to show that they love what they do.
Okay, well, we are going to wrap this up momentarily. We do have a pendant that matches exactly. So if you're thinking of something to go back with the earrings, or you're thinking of something to go back with the cuff, we will give you an option on that matching pendant. And this particular piece, reminding you too that the flex pay is under 80. If you have your HSN charge card, you can do VIP financing, 9 months to pay it off. So you could break that $399 into 9 months VIP financing. If you don't have the charge card, you of course can call. You can instantly get approved for the charge card. Not only would you save $20 off, but you could do that 9 months VIP financing on that gorgeous bracelet as well. So certainly a wonderful way to go. Now we're going to show you the matching pendant. The matching pendant, it certainly matches back